we are going to be watching the announcement trailer, looking at the screenshots, and looking at the Steam page description for the one, the only Halloween the game, which is coming out in 2026. It's actually incredibly close to a year from now. I'm assuming it'll come out in October. But yeah, it's going to be insane. I only have 30 seconds until I'm going to cut over to the announcement trailer review. So don't go away. Make sure to stick around and stay till the end, because the description for the Steam page is incredible. I mean, like, it has something so exciting that you just gotta stay around. So make sure to watch till the end there. And if you're down there, hit the like button, subscribe button. And yeah, let's get into the trailer. We are right here on the trailer, the announcement trailer for Halloween. This is on Gun's YouTube. You can also find it on the Steam page for the game for Halloween. And we're gonna look at the comments too, but they're kind of negative. But really, let's just watch the trailer and just kind of just see the trailer. There's the classic music and the classic font from the thing.
A quiet town, just like hundreds of other small towns all across America. A town just like yours.
Okay, so they're going through the different houses in Haddonfield, probably with the classic music, kind of like from the first game. They had the classic music and the classic font from the very first movie whenever it started filming, the 1978 like camera quality.
It was here on October 31st, 1963.
Did they actually get like John Carpenter and that Akkad guy to help with making this game? That'd be cool if they did.
No motive, no warning, no provocation, just senseless death.
Look at that on the window. Look at that on the window right there. Oh, what's good? Oh. Look right there on the window, the bloody handprints.
Just senseless death.
Senseless death.
I met him 15 years ago. I thought there was...
They have a good voice actor for Loomis, but sadly Donald Pleasance can't do the voice because he's resting his
hope that he could be reached.
Holy moly, look at that.
But what I met was not a child. No emotion. Perhaps not even human. 15 years later, he returned home. But what happened that night was only the beginning. It wasn't just a killing spree, it was a reckoning.
Whoa, calm down.
He was going to reach it. Come on, we have to go.
No.
You can't stop him. You can't.
Oh, we're about to see, and this is his shadow right here. We're about to see is what it'll look like. I'm hoping this will be what he'll look like. They said this isn't the real gameplay footage, which is kind of obvious. I can't wait till the gameplay trailer.
Reason with him.
There he is.
You can't kill
Oh,
the boogeyman.
that's really good. I actually really like that bullet movie. And there's the pumpkin. Fun fact. Yeah, the classic thing. Wait, hold on. Alright, so it says a single player and multiplayer horror experience coming in 2026. So I'm assuming that they're going to have a story mode where you probably play as Laurie Strode or as Michael Myers. And then they have the classic Halloween with the pumpkin. Fun fact about the pumpkin that I just found from a Dead Meat video. This is actually supposed to be Michael Myers holding a knife. You can see here with his, this right here is like his head. And this is the knife. That's why they have the thing going down his nose like that. Yes, coming in 2026. So that's a full year from now. And I'm assuming since it is Halloween, the game, it'll come in like a full year from now in October. Because that'd be the only time that you get to release that pretty much. Because it is Halloween. You can't really release that in like summer. But that's pretty much the end of the trailer. Let's see. They have the classic beat in the background. Yeah. So let's look back at it. So that they had this. It says single player and multiplayer. Weird, because I don't know if Friday the 13th, the game had a single player mode. And then multiplayer, I'm assuming, will be kind of like a Dead by Daylight asymmetrical horror game style thing. I really like Texas Chainsaw Massacre because of like the cinematic. Like, it actually felt like a movie. Only problem with balancing issues because either you make the killers incredibly strong, which gives you that power roll, or you try to make them balanced, which means you buff the survivors incredibly, giving them power, making them the power roles. It's weird. It's hard to get a good asymmetrical horror game, good balancing. So I'm not sure how that will do. But I think the single player thing, that's gonna be really interesting. I can't wait to play that. Made by Gun. 2026 coming out next year. All right, so I kind of cut myself off there, but now we're gonna go into the screenshots. Basically, I was just kind of blabbering for like 3 more minutes about how Gun gets unnecessary backlash, but that's for another video, so I'm not gonna go too into that. So let's actually get right on into the screenshots that came on the Steam page. All right, everyone, here we are. This is the first screenshot that comes on the Steam page. If you open up the Steam page, again, I'll leave the link for the Steam page for this game down below. And this first screenshot is really cool. They have the jack-o'-lantern here with Myers, obviously, in the middle right here. There's his model. He's holding a kitchen knife right here. And yeah, he's standing here. The jack-o'-lantern's around him. Looks dark and gloomy here. We have the opening right here. And this doesn't seem to be the Strode house or the Myers house. It seems to be just the regular house, just in Haddonfield. So I'm assuming, because it's just a regular house and Myers standing in front of it, that it'll be free roam around the city of Haddonfield. I'm hoping it's free roam, because that would be crazy if you can have Myers go behind backyards and alleyways to make his way through the different houses, just slowly taking down the people one by one stealthily, and just, I hope it's scary. I think it'll be scary though. Our next one here is the Myers house. We got the top window where he stares out of, and a pole hanging down, or a gutter hanging down here. I wonder if you can climb that. That'd be sick. Oh, when I just saw this, I saw Myers just off the edge here, standing here, creeping behind here. We got Strode Reality right here. Car out here. I'm thinking that Myers will be able to go around the houses and all, which will be really cool detail. If you can have just him go into the houses, outside of the house, all around, and have him stare from this top window will always also be a really sick thing. Next one, we have Myers here with a dead body right here, it seems. Yep. And he's just staring to his little head turn right here. I think they did a good job on Myers. They have him a good set of hair. He's definitely way better than the Myers that we have currently in Dead by Daylight. Holy crap. That's a ripoff compared to this. But yeah, let's see what else we got here. We have a painting up here with radio books. What did the book say? Road to... I can't read that. We got some blood spatter over here. And yeah, overall, just really cool screenshot right here with Myers saying the thing. This tells us that we'll probably be able to go into the houses. I think the idea with these screenshots right now, we also have them in the background looking at the police. I wonder if people could be police, like if it's roles. It is multiplayer. If Myers will be able to, if the person playing Myers, if you also have the role of Haddonfield Police, where you have the police going around searching for Myers along with the people of Haddonfield. It'll be cool if you get like extra roles in that. That'll be sick. Or this could be another screenshot coming from story mode. Because there's a story mode coming out where in Halloween 2, he's just going through the backyards, running from the cops. It's really cool. We have the cops in the background right here with the blue, red and blue. We got Myers obviously right here to stand from the shadows. What if there's a stealth ability? Like Myers has an invisibility ability to, and you can like kind of wraith it across Haddonfield, just pop out of closets and stuff. And then we have one more screenshot. I assume there's going to be a character in the game. I don't know. I don't remember ever seeing this character here in any of the Halloween movies. This is in the Laurie Strode. We got Myers in the background here. I think you'll also be able to go through houses as the players too. They're able to search around the area, go into the different houses, and jump scare the people from there because that'll be sick. I really hope this is free roam. This is gonna be sick. This is gonna be crazy. And I think that's all the screenshots. Yeah, that's all the screenshots. Then let's move on to the Steam page where they have the description for the game, and let's check that out. Alrighty, here we are on the Steam page on the description for the game. Let's read through it first, and then we will go back through it and talk about the different things in it. Alright, so start off about this game. It's Halloween night, 1978. The unexpected families of the quiet suburban town of Haddonfield are making holiday preparations, and evil has made its way home. Take the shape of evil, the shape, as Michael Myers will save your neighbors as the hero of Haddonfield and Halloween, the ultimate asymmetrical horror sandbox. As Michael, players wear the mask, become the boogeyman, and stalk innocent residents with relentless obsession. Utilizing a nightmarish array of abilities, Michael leverages shadows and stealth to satisfy his bloodthirst. This doesn't mean Haddonfield is going down without a fight. Frightened townsfolk will call the local authorities and even fight back when threatened, incentivizing Michael to avoid detection. And for the first time ever, fans of the transformative original film will have the option to witness the haunting narrative events surrounding the night he came home, through the eyes of Michael Myers in a standalone single-player story mode. As a hero of Haddonfield, it's your job to alert the residents of Haddonfield to the impending evil and help them escape before falling victim to Michael's unyielding pursuit. In dynamic and ever-changing 1v4, there's the asymmetrical horror game, asymmetrical multiplayer matches, hero players must arm themselves with everyday household items, weapons, and knowledge to combat an unpredictable and unkillable enemy. Convincing townsfolk and contacting police will help lead to an increasingly powerful and thorough neighborhood patrols. To even the odds, you can command and equip NPCs, with weapons to outsmart or even overpower the shape. Provide precious windows for escape. Or providing precious windows for escape. This immersive horror sandbox is powered by Unreal Engine 5 to deliver engaging and dynamic gameplay systems, lifelike NPCs, we'll see, hauntingly realistic visuals, cinema quality lighting, and endless scares for you and your friends. Asymmetrical horror comes home in Halloween. Now, the developer described the content like this. The video game is an asymmetrical horror game with a varying graphical gore are present, violence frequent. Anyway, yeah, this looks. Let's basically just go back through and break this down paragraph by paragraph. So in the first paragraph, it's Halloween 997, and it talks about how you can actually play as Michael Myers, or you can play as the hero of Haddonfield in Halloween, in the ultimate asymmetrical horror sandbox. So I'm assuming it's going to be like a free roam Haddonfield thing where you walk as Myers. I think the lobbies might be really big too, or no, because it says 1v4, and you can get the help of NPCs, which might fill up the town. And then, as Michael, it says that you can become the boogeyman and stalk innocent residents with relentless obsession, so maybe you can always have eyes on them. And you have a nightmarish array of abilities. So, unlike in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, where you only have, like, if you're Leatherface, you get the chainsaw. If you're the guy, you can place on traps. Or if you're this guy, you get more blood and you can lock stuff. Or this guy can place spray, or do this, where you only get one ability each. I think this will be more kind of like Friday the 13th, where Jason had like 10 abilities that he could use. I think Michael will get this. I think one of the abilities, which would be really cool, is to have an invisibility thing where you can just go into shadow and like just completely just disappear. Be able to appear out of the shadows. That would really make for a really cool ability for it, but we can only see. The good thing is that it's going to be Michael with a ton of abilities, making it kind of fun to play him. And I really hope a bunch of Twitch streamers play this game too. That'll make for some good crazy reactions since Jumpscare Myers got the leaders from Dead by Daylight. But anyway, the second one talks about how you basically play as Michael, but as a hero, which I'm assuming instead of being called survivors or whatever they call them in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, or counselors like in Friday the 13th, you are called heroes, which is different. I guess it kind of plays off the idea that Michael is pure evil and that you have to be the hero to stop that evil. But anyway, it seems that you can fight back with NPCs, which is different than most of the games. I don't think in any of the games there was really any NPCs. I think Friday the 13th had like the NPCs that can kill Jason, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't think there was any NPCs in Friday the 13th or Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I don't think there was, so that's gonna be really cool. What if you have to convince the NPCs that Michael is actually there? And it says that you have to avoid detection. So it seems like this game, instead of being kind of Friday the 13th or uh, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, or if you're just thrown into a 1v4 trying to kill the survivors that way, I think this is going to be more on the fact that you're Michael, you're the one getting hunted. So I think the 1v4 part will be that you, as Michael Myers, is actually getting hunted by them, and that's how they win. They have to kill Michael Myers. Kind of like in how Halloween Kills are like, evil dies tonight, evil dies tonight, you know? You have to, they're actually searching for Michael Myers to kill them. And Michael Myers has to stay hidden and slowly picking them off one by one, which kind of shifts it. I think this would be a good take. If you have them, your goal is to get rid of Michael Myers, so you're hunting down, though really they're the killer, but Michael Myers is slowly one by one taking them down too. And it also says that you can play as Michael in this story in the standalone single player story mode, which I think is going to be one of my favorite parts. I'm probably going to make a lot of videos on that. I'm going to make a lot of videos on this game whenever it comes out, but that's going to be really cool. Standalone single player story mode, and I don't see how you can mess up the story mode unless the story just sucks. But you really can't like have balance issues or anything with the story mode because it's a single player game. That's gonna be really cool. Like, what if we go through the events of the movies? That'll be cool. And I think you can also, you should be able to play as like Laurie Strode in the thing. But anyway, in the next one, it talks about the hero of Haddonfield. It's your job to alert residents of Haddonfield for the impending evil and help them escape before falling victim to Michael's unyielding pursuit. Alright, so never mind. Seems like you're still trying to escape, but there's probably gonna be different ways to escape, but you're also, I think it might be kind of like a replica of Friday the 13th, the game. Well, not a replica because it's Michael Myers, but it's going to be extremely similar, which I think is the best thing for them to do because Friday the 13th, the game was really praised. So this game kind of is kind of similar to that. It'll be good. But yeah, so it's a 1v4, which means that it's not like 8 counselors like I believe it was in with Friday the 13th. And it's 1v4 kind of like Dead by Daylight. And meaning that it's a 1v4 means that Michael Myers is probably going to be extremely powerful. Because if you have, because in Texas Chainsaw Massacre there's 3 killers, because let's be honest, the killers aren't really that strong. Michael Myers is probably going to be an extremely strong character to play as. Like, if you're the killer, Michael Myers, you're going to be incredibly strong. And meaning that he'll be a power role, I think. And you must arm themselves with everyday household items. So I think it'll be cool too if you can like take like the, what do you call that? The thing, the sewing needle that Laurie had in the first movie. You like stab Michael with that, and maybe that puts him down on the ground and stuns him for some time, which gives them time to escape. And then you have Michael do his little sit up and head turn. That'd be cool. Unpredictable and unkillable enemy. So it says he's unkillable, but I think what they might do too is that there could be a way to kill him. Like if you get Loomis in here, you can possibly try to kill him. Like replicate something in the Halloween Ends. Ugh. Man, I get green just saying Halloween Ends. Ugh. I'd rather that movie just not even exist. But like they did kill Myers in there. Maybe you can do something kind of like that, killing Myers. But I think most of it will be just knocking him down, stunning him, meaning he'll have to go through probably a long stun, and then do his little sit up because he can't die, you know, and just having to use the time that you have him stunned to try to help you escape. And it says that the NPCs you can command and equip them with like stuff, kind of making kind of like the town thing in the Halloween 2018. I mean, you can get the town in on it of NPCs, which I think will be really cool if you can like command NPCs to help you out. And it says neighborhood patrols and police. So maybe, like I said before in the screenshot section, maybe there is police, like a police role, where you can play as a sheriff, or maybe you can even play as Loomis whenever playing as a hero instead of the Shape. I think that would be a cool take on it too, to where you're actually hunting down in like patrols. Okay, so that's actually gonna do it for this video. So if you stay till the end, thank you so much. And if you're wondering about the incredibly exciting part, it would be that there is a story mode. Yay! I don't know if you caught on that. But yeah, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you like this. Because as soon as this game comes out, every time they come out with the trailer, I'm gonna make a video on this. Every time there's like anything new with this game, because I'm watch it every single day. I'm gonna look at the Steam page, look for it to come out on PlayStation, look at it on YouTube, look at every single thing, every single day. I'm gonna have a video on it, so make sure to subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss that. And if you want to check out some Dead by Daylight content while we wait for the amazing game that will be coming out in 2026, probably in October, then I have a ton of Fresh Mirror Myers content with reactions from Twitch streamers, which I find just hilarious. I also have a bunch of other videos of just me getting salty survivors, or me getting it survivors who just insta DC, like just quad DC altogether. I have a bunch of just content like that, so make sure to go check those out. And yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. I said everything, so yeah, thank you all for watching, and as always, rest in peace.